Think we live on location. I think we live, man. Hey, Shalom, Akim.
Shalom.
Shalom.
Shalom. This is another Friday night lesson through the Spirit and Power of Yahweh Shemal Shah. Various topics of becoming persecution, various things you see going on in the midst of Babylon the Great, man. But before we start, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory before Yahweh Shemal Shah. Call Halayim La, Yahweh by Shemal Shah, by Shemal Kakudash. Double honors to our apostles, elders, of great meal, song of will, and peace and salutation, all the Akim pushing this truth with our righteousness and sincerity. Shalom. And through the Spirit, man, like you see the title, like we said, various topics concerning up and coming persecution that's being played out in these last days, as far as the left wing, right wing paradigm shift, as far as Alex Jones, this trial that was taking place, I think it was yesterday. But at the end of the day, we know through the Spirit, Yahweh Shah, this is nothing but gated and dialect, nothing but distractions to keep the people mind distracted for what's really going on, man. And what's really going on down the pipe, they're taking away people's freedom of speech. We're taking the freedom of speech away. That means it's going to be taken away certain platforms which you have on YouTube and speaking out against the agenda that these elites, these so-called Edomites, tribe of Amalek, these 1948ers, cheap suits and small hats, their plans, man. So their plans is world domination under the New World Order, man. And our job through the Spirit is to expose this devil through the Spirit power of Yahweh Shemal Shah, man. And we know through the walk, through the testimony of Yahweh Shah, that this devil is going to come down with great wrath upon the nation of Israel, man. And mainly right now, the hope for elect. That's why you see this persecution is being lined up. So, brother, you got that precept. Can you bring it out through the Spirit?
Okay.
Matter of fact, hold that. I want to grab this first. I'll grab this first. This is Isaiah 13:1. The burden of Babylon, which Isaiah the son of Amos did see. Lift ye up a banner upon a high mountain. That high mountain represent what? America, this government system, the beast system, as what? America and EU and United Nations, which you see taking place, NATO. And it says, exalt the voice unto them. This is what we're doing, man. We're exalting our voice to them, man. To who? The people and also the elites of this society, man. It says, shake the hand that they may go into the gates of the nobles. And this is what you're seeing, man. We have went to the gates of the nobles. This word have went out. And this is why you see Esau Edom, he's in an uproar. He's upset because this word had went out through all the gates of the nobles over across the pond, over South America, and here in Babylon the Great. It went all to the gates of the nobles, and it's the topic of conversation because of everything that we're saying through the Spirit and power of Yahweh Shemal Shah is made manifest in these last days. And this is why he's in an uproar, man. This is why he's bringing forth his censorship upon this platform as YouTube, which we use this platform to push the word, man. So within him doing that, there's going to come more draconian laws within this man's system to try to silence the prophets, man. So can you bring that precept now, Baba Kushah?
With that Matthew 4.
The first one, I think it was the first precept.
Okay.
I think it's Psalms 19.
Oh, slightly, yeah.
Psalms 19. Yeah, start at 1. We'll read the verse 4.
Okay. It's the book of Psalms, chapter 19, and verse 1.
And Robert, can you give me Isaiah 62:6, Baba Kushah?
So Psalm 19, verse 1. The heavens declare the glory of the Most High, and the firmament showeth his handiwork.
Mm-hmm.
Day unto day uttereth speech, and night unto night showeth knowledge.
And that's what you're seeing, man. The Most High is using the internet through the what? He said the heavens declare the glory of the Lord, and the firmament show his handiwork, using these satellites to go through what? The four corners of the earth, man, which is what? The internet. In the internet of things, in these the Noam throne, was in the ancient world. And so when it said day unto day they utter speech, and night unto night they show of his knowledge. And that's what you see, man. They utter speech in what? Various other languages, and mainly this word has been going out, man, because this word has gone out to reach the gates of the nobles. And now you seeing what? The end is coming, man. Keep going.
Verse 3. there is no speech nor language where their voice is not heard.
It says there is no speech or language where their voice is not heard. That's why you have these captions where you can hear, where you can listen to another language and you can get the understanding as far as in your language and what they're saying. Because it said there is no speech or language where their voice is not heard, man. Because that's the various tongues that you read it through the scriptures that the Lord has spoken to the prophets, man. It's not talking about speaking in tongues. It's talking about a nation of people that was scattered amongst these heathen and speaking in the various tongues. Like now we speak English, but our real tongue is what Hebrew, because we're scattered amongst the nations, man. And it says what? Verse 4 is the main point.
Their line is gone out through all the earth, and their words to the end of the world. In them hath he set tabernacles for the sun.
It said that line is going out through all the ends of the earth, and the words to the ends of the world. And that's what the internet, man, the satellite, man, using this unicorn. And that's what you see in these last days, man. You see this word is going out to the ends of the earth. And that's why you see what the end of the system. Real quick, let me grab, this is Matthew. So
I got a quick one.
Bring it up.
Deuteronomy 32, and I started verse 1. Give ear, O ye heavens, I will speak, and hear, O earth, the words of my mouth. My doctrine shall drop as rain, and my speech shall distill as the dew, and the small rain upon the tender herb, and the showers upon the grass. Right, man. So the words of the Lord have been going around across this whole earth as rain, man. Hey, and as the dew of the grass, just pretty much just going into how the brother was saying, how the word has been getting pushed out there. Hey, it's even reaching to the gates of nobles, them that hate the truth the most.
It's springing up. This word is springing up as you read in Isaiah 44th chapter. Real quick precept backing up the brother. It said it's Matthew 24 and verse 14. In this gospel of the kingdom shall be preached in all the world for its witness unto all nations. And that's why it's been a witness unto all nations, man. Why? Because we had a testimony of Yahweh Shah, man. You're seeing what you see the two witnesses being raised up through the Spirit, Northern Kingdom and Southern Kingdom. It said this gospel of the kingdom shall be preached in all the world for a witness unto all nations. Then the end shall come. And that's why you're seeing what the end of this kingdom. And that's why we said, the words of Yahweh Shai are reaching to the gates of the noble, and you're seeing the end coming. Because we're lining up with the end of this society is what? The persecution that's going to be stolen to the men of the Lord that have the testimony of Yahweh Shai. And that's why you see Esau Edom, he's doing what? He's trying to create a false narrative and trying to create a report to categorize us and put us in this box, to demonize us as what? As terrorists to this society, man. And the scriptures say we're not ignorant to Satan's devices. We can clearly see the agenda that's been played out in these last days, man. That's why we have to be circumspect concerning the times and season that we're living in, man.
Okay.
You got that? Can you bring that Isaiah 62 and 6 out for me, bro?
Isaiah 62 and 6. I have set watchmen upon thy walls, O Jerusalem, which shall never hold their peace day nor night. Yea, so like ye that make mention of the Lord, keep not silence.
And this is what you see. That's why we run the Psalms, the 19th chapter out, because it said what? Day unto day their utter speech, and night unto night that shows knowledge. And that's what you're seeing, man. The words of Yahweh Shai has been what? Mainly pushed on this unicorn, which is the internet, and mainly here at this platform of YouTube. Why? Because it's free and it's accessible to you, man. We're not charging you for this word, man. You can watch videos day or night, man. Day unto day, the utter speech, and night unto night, it show of his knowledge, man. So you can get edified through the Spirit and power of Yahweh Shai concerning various lessons that the brothers bring out, man, during the week, man. And that's why you see what they want to shun the prophets, because too much exposure of this man in society is being lined up with the scriptures and exposing who he is, man. That's why the Most High said what? He has set a watchman upon thy walls, O Jerusalem. See, this is the will of the Lord, man. This is the Lord that's doing this, man. Like it says in Isaiah 46 and 10, I created the end from the beginning, and when I do all my pleasures, the Lord set this up. Because like he said, man, he's bringing forth Esau Edom to the light for all his wickedness, man. So he has to use the prophets to put us in this platform to show you all the wickedness and abomination this devil has been doing throughout the years, and we have to expose him, man. This is why he wants to silence us, man, because our people are waking up to the fact that they're Israelites, and this devil Esau Edom is the one that's troubling every nation under the sun, and mainly the 12 tribes, man. Kind. Hey, you finish it out, right, wrong?
God. Verse 7. And give him no rest till he establish Salakia. Give him no rest till he establish until he make Jerusalem a praise in the earth.
And that's our job, man. We're supposed to get the Lord no rest till he make it, till he establish, make Jerusalem a praise around the whole earth. That's why you see we push videos day or night. No matter what time it is, we're trying to edify through the Spirit and show forth our diligence through the Spirit of Yahweh Shah, man. Because we can clearly see that what he's doing, he's bringing everything unto the light in these last days, man, using the prophets, man. And mainly this devil, man, Esau's agenda, Esau's his sleight of hand, he's using the prophets to expose this devil, man. And that's why we see a lot of things and psyops are being taking place, man. And I want to bring this out again. I brought it out last night, and I know a lot of brothers heard the apostles and them bring it out throughout the years. And this is what Project Megiddo. It said Project Megiddo was a report, researched, and written by the United States Federal Bureau of Investigation under the Director Louis Speech. And it was released on October 20, 1999. And basically, this report is named to deem and different ideologies that's pushing the society, man. Mainly to put these type of ideologies in subjection and to demonize them so they can control the minds of the masses, man. And it says white supremacy, Christian identity, the American militant movement, Black Hebrew Israelites. Let's read that again. And who's pushing that on their platform day and night? Vocab Malone, man, showing you that he's an agent for Satan, and he's an agent for these elites to demonize the so-called Black Hebrew Israelites, which we don't call ourselves Black. We call ourselves Hebrew Israelites because we come in different shapes, size, and colors, man. And that's biblical, man. It says Black Hebrew Israelites and apocalyptic cults as potential terrorists who might become violent in reaction in the new millennium. Why? Because he's going to try to create some different narratives to control these different platforms. Because you best believe that Esau Edom has spies in all these different camps and all these different white supremacy groups, Christian identity, all these things that are named, American militant movements, all these various things that are named. You best believe he has some coats, no, not coats, but some agents involved in that, man. And we can clearly see that amongst IUIC, ISBK, a lot of these other groups, they just so damn buffoon that you can clearly see they moving in the spirit of Satan, man. But best believe it's agents amongst GMS. So like the apostles always say, you best believe Esau either has COINTELPRO up in the GMS camps, man. Because just like, hey, it was COINTELPRO in the time you have a shot with Judas Iscariot, right? So what more so us, man? The servant's not greater than the master. That's why we have to be circumspect in the times that we're living in. Because, hey, we're about to be brought before these damn devils, and they're going to use a false report to demonize us, to try to basically shun us in front of the whole world, man. You got that? Any brother got a precept, bring it out, or you can bring that other one out, bro.
I got you.
I got a real quick one, because hey, at the end of the day, what this comes down to is, hey man, this devil being exposed, man. We know the truth of this devil, man. We know the things that he plans on doing, man. Because hey, we were given that gift from Yahweh Shah Shah, man. This is Isaiah 47:2. Take the millstone, grind the mill, uncover thy locks, make bare the leg, uncover the thigh, and pass over the rivers. Thy nakedness shall be uncovered, thy shame shall be seen. I will take vengeance, and I will not meet thee as a man. Right, man. But the purpose of that, make bare the leg and uncover, man. Hey, this devil is being uncovered unto us, man. Hey, we are not ignorant of Satan's devices, like the brother mentioned earlier, man. So the Lord has revealed this devil's plans unto us. So we know that all these things, though he's starting it off with Alex Jones, we know that hey, eventually that's gonna swing back around to us, man, and be part of our persecution. Hey, the same way it was with the YouTube thing, man. They started off going after like Ku Klux Klan members, just being irate on YouTube, and now it's circled all the way around to the truth, man, which was the ultimate goal in the first place. But so it's just so Esau can play that game of see, we got on the devil too. So we got to get on y'all too. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's just trying to cover his damn tracks. That's all he's really doing, man. Esau plays both sides, man. And people in this, we through the spirit, we know that. We know this devil plays both sides. He's been doing it for a long time, man. Like, that's why it's called the Hegelian dialect. He plays the left hand and the right hand. He wants to be Superman and he wants to be the Joker at the same damn time, man. That's why he's the devil. Devil goes back to the Latin word diablos, which means deceiver. But we know through the spirit, this is the Most High's movie. He said the deceiver and the deceiver are his. No, the deceive and the deceiver are his. So this is the Most High's movie, man. He's the one controlling Esau, man, because Esau think he's in control. You ain't in control, man. The Most High is in control, man. This is his movie, man. So you bring that next precept there, bro.
Mm-hmm. God. It's the book of 1 Corinthians chapter 4, verse 9. For I think that the Most High had set forth us, the apostles, last, as it were appointed to death, for we are made a spectacle unto the world, and to angels, and to men.
And that's a beautiful precept on how you read it back in a sec. Because you seeing all these different so-called platforms with so-called Farrakhan and so-called goddamn Martin Luther King and all this marching and all the NAACP, all these movements that was set up, they didn't work, man. Why? Because they was set up by who? The devil, man. And we know that, hey, that's why they said the Most High sent forth the apostles last. The apostles literally means sent away. He sent away us last to push forth the message before the end come, man. And this is why you're seeing what? Matthew 24:14. The gospel of the kingdom should be preached into all nations, then the end shall come. Why? Because he sent forth the apostles, man. So our job was to push the word. Now you're seeing the end of this man's society. Now he wants to come with the demonization, and he wants to play the blame game. And that's how you know that that's Esau Edom, man. He's crying with tears again, man, because he know that his end is at hand. So he wants to blame the Israelites for all the problems of the world and all the hate speech and all the anti-this and all the problems this devil has created. He wants to put it on us, man. But we know that, hey, nothing you can do against the truth before the truth, man. Let's read that precept again one more time, Baba Bashar, and I'm gonna bring this article out.
God, and this is the book of 1 Corinthians chapter 4 and verse 9. For I think that the Most High had set forth us, the apostles, last, as it were appointed to death, for we are made a spectacle unto the world, and to angels, and to men.
And that's what you see, man. And we're made a spectacle unto the world, man, because you best believe he's going to put up the most horrendous words we done said that count. He's going to try to demonize us and make us seem so erratic and bad people. So these damn dumbass people believe what he's saying, man. Because you best believe he's gonna bring up this, or they done this, and look at this video, and he cussed out Edomite. He's gonna try his best to really make us look bad, man. But at the same time, that's him creating that narrative. He's trying to categorize us and put us in a box, man. Hey, real quick, hey, Quanawa, can you grab me Revelation 12 and 10? Because this is exactly what this devil's doing, man. This is exactly what Esau Edom's doing. He's the damn devil, man. And while you grab that, I'm going to grab a precept.
This is the book of Revelation.
Before you grab, I want to grab this precept because this lines up what you about to say. This book of Revelation 12 and 12. Therefore rejoice ye heavens, indeed that dwell in them. Woe to the habits of the earth and of the sea, for the devil has come down to you having great wrath, but you know if he had but a short time. And that's what you're seeing take place, man. The devil knows he has but a short time, so he's going to come with draconian measures, and he's going to come with the sword, man. And I wanted to look that word up, devil, so we can get some edification off this word, because what the brother precept about to bring out is literally what this devil is about to do. This is his whole MO. This is how he was. This is in his genetics, man. This is the book Slaki. It says, devil, a prone to slander, to slanderous, accusing falsely, man. That is what Esau Edom's doing, man. Even with this Alex Jones case, that is exactly what he's doing. So he is justified to demonize you, and you can't even please your own cause. That what that whole case is about. Is taking away your freedom of speech, and that's what this lesson's about. Because they're gonna use these different draconian measures to take away your freedom of speech. So what? They can demonize you and persecute you, man, and basically put you away and silence you, man. And that's what's coming. It says calculated a false accuser, a slanderer, applied to a man who, by opposing the cause of God, by be said to act the part of the devil or side with him. So they're doing the bidding of Satan. 2 Thessalonians, the 2nd chapter, I think around the 10th or 11th verse, he's doing the bidding of Satan, man. This is what you're seeing taking place, man. And that's why we have to do what we have to keep pushing and keep exposing this devil to the Most High, make Jerusalem praise throughout the whole earth, man. Because he's on his latter end. He's on his last leg, man. So you want somebody on their last leg, they're gonna start just playing the blame game, man. Just like that lady did with Terrell Owens the other day. She got them start crying when the cops pulled up. That's Esau's whole MO, man. You talk all this shit, and then you got all that damn evidence. So now he want to start crying and shit. He want to start bitching out like he want to bitch up because everybody see him for who he is. Now he wants to play the blame game. But nah, man. As the brother brought out in Isaiah 47 chapter, man, you are made bare, Esau. Your whole ass is out. Everybody see you for who you is. You're a thief. You're a vagabond, a wanderer, going around pillaging, stealing. And the Most High has your number, dog. And he's using us to expose you, man.
God, I got pretty much what Esau doing right here, man. And that's this also is going to bring upon Esau's death, man, because it is the bullshit and the bullshit propaganda he's promoting in the earth. Isaiah 5:20. Woe unto you that call evil good and good evil, that put on for darkness and light for darkness, that put bitter for sweet and sweet for bitter. Right, man? Because the things we teach you are ultimately good, man. You know, hey, Esau had his time to reign. Hey, the Lord showed Esau a little favor, and what did he do, man? He blasphemed the Lord. He added sin to sin. Hey, Esau just went completely left with it. So now you got us coming and saying that he gonna suffer the consequence for that, or whatever lessons brothers is going into, man. Hey, and what he doing, man? Oh, he trying to say that we evil for telling him his judgment, man, telling him the things that he got coming, man. You know, which is, hey, it's not of us, it's of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. You know, but I got a little bit more. Woe to them that are wise in their own eyes and prudent in their own sight. Right, man. If you go to you know, we ain't got to pull. I'm gonna let you get back to it. But in Wisdom of Solomon 2 and 10, he said, "Let all be known as feeble, and let our strength be the law." Which whose law is his law, man? You know, so that's him pretty much saying that his laws are more important than the laws of the Lord. Woe unto them that are mighty in wine and men of strength and mingle in strong drink. And we all know that wine is also known as doctrine, which justify the wicked for reward and take away the righteous of the righteousness from him. Right, man? Hey, nothing in this society is justified, man. Nothing of good is justified, man. Only thing that's justifiable is wickedness, man. Hey, man, you want to become a transformer, man. You know, you want to be a Mo, whatever, man. You know. Hey, you want to be just a scumbag, rotten nigga, hey, man, ripping off your people to get ahead, being a complete sellout. All this is uplifted in this society, man. But the way of righteousness is not, man. You know, but you got it back up.
You said it. I'm gonna grab it real quick. Isaiah 26:10. Let favor be shown to the wicked, yet he will not learn righteousness. And that's what you see, man. He had the Bible in his hand, but he fumbled the pack, man. He had the law, statutes, commandments, everything that he supposed to be doing. But did he do it? Hell no. He went straight left, man, because that's embedded in him, man. He can't go right. He's literally the Mr. Can't Get Right, man. And you can look at him, man. He's a clean leopard. So you know he was born to can't get right, man. He has a curse of Cain, man. And it said in the land of uprightness he will not deal. It said in the land of uprightness, he will deal unjustly and will not behold the majesty of the Lord. And that's what you see, man. In the land of uprightness. Where is that? In the land of Israel. What is he doing? He's upholding the nasty people. But now the nasty people are getting played through the spirit, man. They got the MP going around lacing tracks on their ass, man. So now they're through. But he's the one that set that up, man. Showing that he can't get right. That's his whole MO. So now he wants to play blame game, man. You got that precept, bro?
God. It's the book of Revelation 12 and verse 10. And I heard a loud voice saying in heaven, now is come salvation and strength and the kingdom of our power and the power of his Hamashiach. For the accuser of our brethren is cast down, which accused them before the Most High day and night.
And that's speaking of who? Esau Edom, man. That brother went to the verse 12, like I brought out. It's talking about who? The devil, man. A slanderer, a slanderous, man, a false accuser. That's the characteristics of the so-called white man, man. The scriptures say, John 8:44, you are the lie, you are the father of the devil, and the lust of your father you should do. He was a murderer from the beginning, and he abide not in the truth. That's the Esau, man. He can't get right, and his spirit is contrary to the spirit of Yahweh Shem Shah. This is why he's upset, man, because we figured him out. We came out of the sunken place, man. We came out of the matrix and seeing that this is the nigga. When you watch goddamn the Yellow Brick Road, he's the one behind the damn curtain pulling all the fucking strings, man. The fucking Edomite, man. And he's been found out in the last days, man. And now he don't want you to talk about him. We have to use different talking points just to bring out his damn fucking his dirty laundry, man. Because we're on his ass, as the scriptures told us to, man. And this is off News Punch. It says the UN declares war on dangerous conspiracy theories. The world is not secretly manipulated by global elites. That is full of crock of shit, man. And they know that. And that's how you know you're on the ropes, when you have to use a tacky ass title like that to draw people in. The world is not secretly, secretly manipulated by global elites. Why is not, man? Who runs the Federal Reserve? Who owns America? Who owns the Diamond District? The goddamn gutter rats, man. And they all are part of these bloodlines, man, which own America. And this come on, man. It's just plain as day. You put it in the movies, you put it in damn TV shows, and it's plain as day, man. That's why the scripture said, blessed your eyes to see and your ears to hear, man. And I'm going to read a little bit off this. It says, United Nations has declared war on a conspiracy theorist, describing the rise of conspiracy thinking as worrying and dangerous, man. Because why? People are waking up and start to think for themselves, man. And mainly the elect of the nation of Israel. Real quick, Raron, grab Isaiah 10 and 20, Baruch Shah. Isaiah 10 and 20, man. I'm going to read this again. It says, the United Nations has declared war on a conspiracy theorist, describing the rise of conspiracy thinking as worrying and dangerous. Hey, and when he grabs that, Quantum Walk get Revelation 11:11, because he's afraid, man, because he don't want us to think for ourselves. He wants us to trust in him and put our trust in his wicked ass system, which leads to death. That's why the scripture says in Micah 2 and 10, rise ye depart, because this is not your rest. It is polluted. It will destroy you, even with a sword destruction, man. And that sword destruction is going to be the missiles on that ass, man. You got that for me, bro?
God, Isaiah 10 and 20.
Mm-hmm.
And it shall come to pass that in that day the remnant of Israel and such that are escaped of the house of Jacob shall no more again stay upon him that smote them.
And that's what you see taking place. It said, no more again stay upon him that smote them. Let's read this quote again. It says, United Nations have declared war on conspiracy theories, describing the rise of conspiracy thinking as wearying and dangerous. Why? Because we're not standing upon Esau Edom no more, man. We see trusting in this devil leads to what? Destruction. Look at our people. Look at black culture, man. All you got to do is watch these dumbass shows like The Chi and goddamn P Valley. It shows the mindset of our people, man. They're far out, man. They got to be destroyed, man. But through the spirit of Yahweh Shema Shah, he said he saved a grape out of the cluster. He saved a remnant that's going to get through all that madness that's been pushed on his people, that controlled narrative, that different talking points that controlled on his people, and come out of the madness. And now it's what is worrying and dangerous. And then it says, and providing the public with the toolkit to pre-bunk or debunk anybody who dares to suggest that the world governments are anything but completely honest, upstanding, and transparent. And that's what you see, man. That's what you see. This devil, he's on a fucking ropes, bro. That's tacky, man. You got to literally put that in the article that they're going to pre-bunk or debunk what we're trying to say, that we're controlling things behind the scene. That's showing that this is nothing but the yellow brick road and his ass behind the curtains fucking controlling the whole damn thing, man. And that's why it's beautiful, like the scriptures say, man, that the apostles sent for the prophets last. Hey, grab that one more time, Quanawaf, and read, I think, verse 10 in that. Baruch Shah.
The book of 1 Corinthians chapter 4, verse 9. For I think that the Most High had set forth us, the apostles, last, as it were appointed to death, for we are made a spectacle unto the world, and to angels, and to men. We are fools for Hamashiach's sake.
That's what you see. These people look at us as fools, man. Non-significant. They never thought us Toto as a Apostle Gabar did a lesson, I think a long time ago. We're Toto, we're the dog. What was going on through them when they kept telling the dog to shut up and stop doing this and what we doing? We're Toto, and what Toto do? He exposed the behind the curtain the damn devil. Is that not what we're doing? We're the insignificant ones. We're the fools. We're the fools. That's why he said he sent forth the apostles last. We're made to be a spectacle to the world as fools and uneducated men that just on the highways and hedges, just screaming and rambling things that we see and reading a book. But we're made fools. That's a blessing. Read that again, bro. Read that again, Baruch Shah.
1 Corinthians 4 and 10. We are fools for Mashiach's sake, but ye are wise in the Mashiach. We are weak, but ye are
That's
strong.
beautiful. He said we are wise in Mashiach, man. Why? Because we consider the ways of the Heavenly Father, man. We consider wisdom, man. We consider the instruction that the Lord bestowed unto us, man, and taking heed to this book and staying occupied in the meditation of, man. And that's what you see, man. And with us being occupied in the spirit of prophecy, we can't be thrown off with the wiles of the devil, man. Because with the wiles of the devil, he comes with different ways and craftiness to play on the minds of the people, man. Haggadah dialect, pressure from above, pressure from below, all these different psyops that he used on these people to sway them to believe in his controlled narrative. But the prophets, we can see this devil agenda from a mile away. And we be exposing it before it comes to the light, and people still can't get it, man, because it's not meant for all of them to get it. It's only meant for the elected nation of Israel to not stay upon this devil and trust on him that smote us, man. Hey, can you finish that, right, Roman? If you still got that Isaiah 10 and 20.
Jumping back, Isaiah 10 and 20, starting from the top. And it shall come to pass in that day, the remnant of Israel, and such that are escaped the house of Jacob, shall no more again stay upon him that smote them, but shall stay upon the Lord, the Holy One, Israel, the Holy One of Israel in truth.
And that's what you're seeing, man. We're standing upon Yahweh Shai in truth, man. That's why the scriptures say the spirit of truth will guide you. It says the spirit of Yahweh Shai will guide you into all truth. And that's what you're seeing taking place, man. The Most High has put the spirit on us, and he's guiding us, man. Because he said, for what? He will send forth the apostles last. Apostles goes back to what? Sent away. And that's why you're seeing what? The end is coming. That's why you see in the last days, it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, man. Because everything that we've been saying, yeah, it's been tearing, but hey, it's not tearing anymore, man. Everything we've been speaking about, different talking points, and throughout the years of how this devil's gonna come down with this agenda, and now we're seeing it, man. Apostle Ricard, Apostle Gabar, Apostle Tahar, been speaking on Rex 84, been speaking on Project Megiddo, been speaking on these different legislation that this devil's gonna bring out to try to bring in this new world order. And what is happening? He's doing it, and he's doing it in these last days. Everything that we've been saying is taking place, man. That's why the scriptures say hold fast to what thou hast taught. We have to hold fast because we can see that the persecution, the demonization is at the door, man. Hey, Brendan, you got the next precept. Now, listen, brother got a precept.
If I can,
you go ahead, Quan. You got something?
I was just gonna make the point, like the brother was saying, we've seen Esau lay the foundation for the future persecutions to come. With their cancel culture, man, they condition people into, going after things that they don't like. When you hear something that threatens your way of life, so-called, they want to go ahead and eradicate that immediately, man. They take it completely off the airwaves, they take it off the internet, and they've conditioned the people to accept that. So when the truth is, on the forefront, that's where the people are gonna start to attack even more.
Mm-hmm. That's right, bro.
I got two for you, Op. This is Colossians 2, and starting off at verse 8. Beware, lest any man spoil you through philosophy of vain deceit, after the tradition of men, after the rudiments of the world, and not after Hamashiach. Right, man. And that's what this devil is ultimately trying to do, man. That's why in the churches, they can't speak on certain topics, man. They can't give you the 100% facts. They can't talk about current events that's going on in the world. Why you think you ain't had no pastor speaking out against, you know what I'm saying, getting the juice, man? Why he didn't speak on having, why these pastors didn't speak on having faith when Crown 99 hit, man? Now it was we got to do what the government tell us to do. Hey, he propagating you to go and teaching the rudiments of men, man, the traditions of men, man. Yep. Putting the poisons in your body, that ain't of the Lord. That's of Yahweh. That's of Esau, man. That's not of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man. But for in him dwelleth all the fullness and Godhead and bodily, right, man. Keeping your faith in Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man, and not after the rudiments of men, man. Hey, which is why, it just make it so much more crazier that you got people that know they Israelites that don't see this shit coming, man. Like brothers going into them different camps with them different agents in it, man. With, your IUICs and things like that, man. Mark 7:7. Howbeit in vain do they worship me, teaching for the doctrines and commandments of men, right, man? Ultimately, that's what you're doing. You teaching for the doctrines and commandments of men when you talking about you worship the Lord. But you can go get the juice, but you can go down to your local jamming section. How you gonna eat, man? Ain't no micro. You know what I'm saying? we saw the viral clip, man. But I got a little bit more. For laying aside the commandment of Yahweh, ye hold up the tradition of men as washing pots and cups, and many others such like things ye do. Right, man. So you put down the commandments of the Lord and you uphold the ways of this world, man, the traditions of men, man. And you hold that to be true and to be what's clean, man. While casting off the ways of this truth. You got it back, Doc.
And the casting out the ways of the truth is going to get you condemned in the spirit, man. The Most High is going to cast your ass out. And that's what you're going to see in these last days. A lot of our people going to be cast out as heathen, man. Hey, you bring that next precept out, Quantum.
This is the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 2, and verse 5. For gold is tried in the fire, and acceptable men in the furnace of adversity.
And that's what you see about to take place, man. It said gold is tried through the fire, and acceptable man in the furnace of adversity. Why? Because this is that time when the Most High is going to do what? He's going to separate the men from the boys, man. A lot of guys don't really understand and know what they're involved in. They out here just, speaking things they really don't understand, man. You got to really understand what you're involved in. You got to understand that, hey, when you come into this truth, hey, prepare yourself for temptation, man. Because the Lord's going to try you in these last days, man. He's going to see if you're really down for him, man. As they say in these so-called games, man. But the Most High is the real blood in, blood out, man. Yeah, if you're not really down for the Lord, it's going to be shown in the last days when the Lord brings these plagues upon you. This is why you have to stand rooted into the foundation, which Yahweh Shah is that foundation. He's that rock. And we have to be 10 toes down to what we believe in, man. Because we're about to see the world turn on us. We're about to see family members, friends, foes, everybody turn on us and look at us as a problem of the world, while a lot of things is going the way they're going for what we're saying, man. So we have to be prepared for that, man. Because why? It's that straight gate. Fire on one side, water on the other, and only one man can go through it, man. So this is going to be our own personal walk and our own testimony of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man. You bring that next precept out. And really, this Alex Jones thing, like we said, it's nothing but a psyop, man. It says jury finds Alex Jones caused $4 million in damages to 2 Sandy Hook parents. $4 million of damages because you crying about the shit. What is that gonna do, niggas? What about the niggas, the family members that get shot up all the damn time, man? You gonna retribute them, man? Hell no. showing that this is nothing but a psyop taking place, man. You really gotta have the eyesight to see through this bullshit, man. Because his guy has been set up for a long time. He's been doing this for about 25 years, man. He done snuck in Bohemian Grove. Come on, man. He done snuck down to various places where they have underground tunnels at. How the hell he get? How he know? How he get access to them places, man? Because he's bought and paid for it. This is what you call COINTELPRO, man. Controlling the narrative. He's set up to expose the agendas and what they about to do. He's actually set up to tell you what they're gonna do before they do it. And it's so funny that the people don't even take heed to what he's saying because they really gonna do what he said they're gonna do. He tell you that's poison not to take it, and these people still take it. Then he say, I told you, why? Because he set up, he's an insider, man. But we're insiders as well, because we have the inside, that we have the 100% truth of what's about to take place, man. We're the ultimate insiders, man. The Most High set up the prophets to tell you these things before they take place. Baba Kushak, give me Isaiah 42 and 9. Baba Kushak, man. We're the real insiders, man. We have the truth, man. We understand the prophecies and the way the prophecy is going to be ushered in, man. Because we can see through this bullshit, man. You have to see that this devil is very crafty, man. This is part of his sword. It's part of his blessing. You got it, Isaiah 42 and 9.
Isaiah 2 and 49. This is Isaiah 2 and verse 49. You said 2 and 49?
Isaiah 42 and 9.
Oh, 42 and 9, Salaki.
Con, you good. You good.
Isaiah 42 and verse 9. Behold, the former things are come to pass, and the new things do I declare. Before they spring forth, I tell you of them.
And that's what we said. We had 100% truth. Before these things spring forth, we tell you of them, man. And who is he using to tell you these things about to take place? The prophets, man. Like he said, he have revealed the secrets to the servants of prophets, Amos 3 and 7. We have the 100% truth for telling you what's about to take place, man. We can see that the demonization is going to line with the persecution, is line with the famine of the word, which is going to line with the freedom of speech, where they're going to basically just tell you what you're going to do and demonize you if you don't do it, man. These are called draconian laws, man, getting a heavy penalty for a small matter. And that's what you see about to take place, man, because a lot of people don't understand when he take away your freedom of speech, that's lining up with draconian laws for his MOTB. If you don't take the MOTB, then he's justified to throwing you in prison and then, but what, chopping your damn head off, man. All these various things line up together, but we are made fools for Yahweh Shemel Shasek, because what we're speaking is funny to you people. You actually think you take us as a joke that these things is not going to take place, but they're going to be made known unto you in these last days, man. As it said in Ezekiel 33 and verse 33, at the end, hey, you should be known as a prophet has been among you, man. And you're going to start to see that. These people are going to see that the prophets, what we've been saying the whole time, is true, man. And what we've been telling you, that this devil has an agenda. His agenda is to bring forth this new world order. His agenda is to make what a police state, man. And we can clearly see that, man. You got any precept, bro?
Nah.
Can you grab me Second Esdras 16 and 70? Second Esdras 16 and 70.
You say Second Ezra 16 and 70?
Yes, sir. As it said, what? It said the apostles are sent for last that is appointed to death. And that's it comes with the walk, man. That's why we say you got to understand what you're involved in. You can bring it out, bro.
Second Ezra 16 and 70. For there shall be in every place in the next city a great insurrection. So like a great insurrection upon those that fear the Lord.
And that's what you're gonna see. Again, great insurrection is what? That persecution of those that fear the Lord, man. But we can clearly see that these are not but the same things that was going on in the ancient world, trying to demonize the prophets, man, for speaking up and through the scriptures what's going on, man. Speaking of the downfall of the society and the ushering in the kingdom of heaven, which is what the kingdom of Israel, man, through our Lord Yahweh Shah and through our King David, man. And they don't want that, man, because they think that's going to do what that's going to start up an uproar, which is already doing, man. They don't want the children of Israel to get this message, man, because they see with this message will bring forth life and it will tear down a lot of his strongholds, man, a lot of his lies and things that he's been able to use and manipulate the people. He's going to start to tear it down, which he's doing, man. But the elect through the Spirit is seeing through that shit. Keep going. We'll read down to verse 76.
God. Verse 71. And they shall be like madmen, sparing none, but still spoiling and destroying those that fear the Lord.
Because while we're telling you with these draconian laws, man, with this or demonization that he's lining up by using Alex Jones and also President Trump to get him off Twitter and different social media platforms, it's gonna come with a police state. You have police quitting their jobs day and night and just dropping off with a force and doing early retirements. So with them doing that, that's gonna create chaos in the cities. And all this is gonna bring forth the insurrection, the persecution against the men of the Lord, man. Bringing us bringing us before their synagogues and to their councils, and that's where you're gonna see them trying to demonize us and to persecute us, man. Because they're gonna bring these troops out, man. You best believe the military is gonna have the boots on the ground. You best believe that, man. The scriptures say there's nothing new under the sun. It's the same thing that took place in Rome. The same thing is gonna take place now, man. You keep going.
God. Verse 72. For they shall waste and take away their goods and cast them out of their houses. Then shall they be known who are my chosen, and they shall be tried as gold in the fire.
Mm-hmm. And that's what you see. He said, then shall be known who are my chosen. Which the ones that's going to get through the fiery trial and through the persecution and then stand 10 toes down for the Lord and truly show the Lord that they're down. Hey, that's going to be known who is his chosen, man. That's going to separate the men from the boys, man. But the ones that's going to fold, they're the ones that's falling upon what stony ground. They didn't have no foundation. And that's why the Lord's going to cast them out, man. He's going to see them as unacceptable, man. Why? Because they wasn't rooted in the spirit of Yahweh Shah, man. And real quick, I got a precept. It says, it's Luke chapter 6, verse 22. Blessed are ye when men shall hate you, and when they shall separate you from their company, and you shall be reproached. And it's like I said, and shall reproach you and cast you out your name as evil for the Son of Man's sake, man. And that's a blessing through the Spirit, man. That's why the Lord says blesses when men shall hate you. This society is gonna be against us, man. We can clearly see that, man. The way they demonized Alex Jones and have everybody had their little talking points on the damn comment board talking shit and making threats and saying little various things about them. What more so we so-called Negroes and Latinos and Native Americans, man, for what we're saying. So you already know they're gonna hate us, man. But the Lord said, "Blessed are you when men shall hate you, and they shall separate themselves from your company." And so that's a blessing, man. Your family, your good friends that you thought you had in the world are going to separate themselves from you. That's why the Most High always talk about purging yourself from this society, purging the old man. Purging the old man means separating yourself from people that's not true believers. The scriptures say, "Hey, will be not equally yoked with unbelievers." That's what a lot of your family members be in the world and be out the world, man. You got to be like what? Be like Clark Kent, because you can't be fully into this world and be fully into the truth. You got to be 10 toes down for Yahweh Bashim Shah. You can't be lukewarm, man. With that lukewarm spirit to get your ass killed in these last days, man. You need to be mainly focused on pushing this word, man. Understanding the times and seasons that you're living in, man. Real quick, can you grab me Matthew 10? Can you grab me Romans 8 and 27? And we'll read down to verse 39.
Say Matthew 8 and 27?
No, Romans 8 and 27, my fault. Romans 8.
I had a quick one too for what you just said.
Kind of bring it out.
When all this when shit hit the fan, man, like the brother said, man, hey man, all these so-called friends of the world, man, you know, hey, they ain't gonna be around. This is Sirach 37 and I just get straight to the point. Verse 4. There is a companion which rejoiceth in prosperity of a friend, but in the time of trouble he will be against thee. Right, man. Hey, we know how Jake is, man. When you low, Jake gonna kick the shit out of you, man. You know.
Mm-hmm.
So we understand that, hey, man. Once shit hit the fan and our faces are plastered on the news, hey, man, people that you thought, man, hey, so and so would never turn on. They gonna be talking bad about you. Hey, man, they gonna be setting you up to get caught up by Esau, all types of shit, man. You know, just to go and hey, because hey, man, these people they really ain't your friends, man. Hey, your true family and friends is really the body of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man. You know? But you said Romans 8, what?
Romans 8 and Romans 8 and 27, verse 27. We'll read down.
Romans 8 and 27. And he that searcheth the hearts of the known, that is he that searcheth the hearts knoweth what is the mind of the spirit, because he maketh an insurrection for the saints according to the will of Yahweh.
Because this is the will of the Most High, man. The Most High knows. He knows how far to tempt us, man. He knows, man. He knows our will and our desires, man. And through the Spirit, He knows the mindset of the elect is desiring to be with Him, to get up out of this flesh, man, and get up out of this wicked society. That's why I say He searches the hearts and knoweth that is the mind of the Spirit, because He make intercession for the saints according to the will of Yahweh, man. So He knows, man. Keep going.
And we know that all things work together for good of them that love Yahweh, to them who are called according to His purpose.
And to them that are called according to His purpose, man. Apparatus, how we was called unto this thing, man. The scriptures say many are called, but few are chosen, man. You about to see the ones that's really down for Yahweh Shem Yahushua. That's why we brought out 2 Ezra 16 and verse 70, and it says to those that are made acceptable, men, through the furnace of adversity, and also then you'll be known who are my chosen. You're gonna see that, man. Keep going. The ones that are truly called.
For whom did He foreknow, He also did
Predestinate
to be conformed. So like I can't read this. So like for whom He did foreknow, He also did predestinate to be conformed to the image of His Son, that He might be the firstborn among many brethren.
And that's what we're gonna see. It said, for whom He did know, He also did predestinate. Like He said, I know you through the womb, in the book of Jeremiah 1 and 5. He said, conform to the image of His Son. That image is what? To idol. People don't understand. Idol go back to image. It says the image of His Son, that He might be the firstborn among the many brethren, man. We're trying to be what? The first fruits. That's the main thing, to be the first fruits, to be crowned as faithful servants, to be the part of the Elohim, the ones that help create what you see now, man, through the Spirit, man. Keep going.
Time. Moreover, whom He did predestinate, them He also called, and whom He called, them He also justified.
Because you got to understand, the Most High is going to be the one that's justifying us through the Spirit, man, because we're coming in His Spirit. So He's going to be the one that's justifying us here. And that's why He said, what? Real quick, grab me the scripture said, think not what thou shalt say when I brought before the councils and the judges. And let's read that again. Right, wrong.
Khan. Moreover, whom He did predestinate, them He is also called, and whom He called, them He also justifieth, and whom He justifieth, them He also glorifieth.
And that's what you're about to see, man. To the ones that's going to be justified are the one that's called from the foundation of the earth, man, that's predestinated, man. And whom He justified, them He also glorified, man. So He's going to do what He's the one that's going to justify in these last days. That's why we should be in the spirit of worrying of what this man can do to us, man. You should be worrying about the man that can kill the body and the spirit. That's what you should be worried about, not no fucking Edomite. He can't do nothing with the power that's given him through the Yahweh. So he's set up through the Spirit. So he can't do nothing but what the Most High give him the power to do. So we need to be focused on Yahweh Shem Yahushua. He's the only one that's going to justify us in these last days. He's the mediator between us and the Father. So in the last days, we need to be putting our full trust in Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man. That's our main focus, man. You got that for me, bro?
God. It's Luke chapter 12, verse 11. And when they bring you up to the synagogues and unto the magistrates and powers, take no thought how or what things you shall answer or what you shall say.
Because we
For the
shouldn't be in the spirit of worrying, man. You don't need to think about, oh, I'm gonna say this to him, I'm gonna cut him with. Nah, man. The Most High is gonna put the spirit on you, man. He's the one that's gonna do the justifying, man. He's gonna justify us in the last days, man. He's just trying to see if we're down for him. Man. That's what you're really gonna see, man. The Most High is just separating the man from the boy. He's going to see the humility and that's gonna take place, man. That's why we always have to be rehearsing the righteous acts and also rehearsing part of the ways of Yahweh Shemal Shah. Like Yahweh Shah, he was all in a position of humility. He wasn't in a position of boasting and bragging. Nah, you got to understand the will of Yahweh Shemal Shah. Understand the times and seasons we're living in, man. Understand that this is the will of the Lord, man. That's what the scriptures say. Understand his will. I think that's in Ephesians 6th chapter. And the will of the Lord. Because his will is to what? Bring forth this persecution to separate the men from the boys, man. To separate those that was crept in unaware, man. And justify and glorify the ones that was predestinated, man. The first fruits. That's what you're going to see, man. This persecution is purification in the spirit. That's what's going to purify us and acceptable man through the furnace of adversity, man. That purifies and make us in like unto his image, man. As we just read in the book of Romans, the 8 and 29 verse, man. We're trying to be likened unto his image, man. So with them being likened to his image, we have to be what? Go through that fiery trial, be acceptable man through the furnace of adversity. When you look at the what was it called, a silversmith, he said, how do you understand? How do you know when it's really purified, as far as the elements and everything, as far as the silver, as far as the whatever you're crafting and making? He said, when you can see your image in it, man. What more so of the Lord, man? You keep going on that, bro.
and Luke.
Yeah, Luke 12. I think it was a little more on that.
It's back in the Luke chapter 12, verse 12. So I'll start in 11. And when they bring you unto the synagogues and into the magistrates and powers, take ye no thought how or what thing ye shall answer, or what ye shall say. For the Holy Spirit shall teach you in the same hour what ye ought to say.
Because the Holy Spirit is gonna take over. It ain't of us, man. Like it says in John 6 and 16, I think it's 63 or 66. I think it's 63. It's the spirit that quicketh it. The flesh profit nothing. So it's the spirit of Yahweh Shema Shah, man. The flesh don't profit anything. It's of the Lord, man. He's gonna be the one that's justified or condemned, man. He's gonna justify us or condemn us through the spirit. We pray that we're being justified through the spirit. That's why we have to occupy ourselves in these prophecies, man. Because we don't want to be looked as our heads down in the kingdom. We want to be found as them faithful servants, man. The ones that continue the good fight, man. Not the ones that fell upon stony ground and got weak and got worried and start worrying about how the world viewed them and look at them, man. Nah, man. The scriptures say not look out not at the outward man, but the inward man. That's the same spirit of Yahweh Shema Shah, the Heavenly Father, looking at the inward man, not the outward man. That worldly appearance, the flesh, that's not gonna prosper anything. What the spirit is gonna prosper is us with salvation and conquering our enemy, which is this devil and also death, man. And that's basically what I really wanted to go into as far as that persecution, man. And that's all I really had, man. Any brothers got anything else that can bring it out?
I'll get that Matthew 5 real quick.
Matthew 5 and 10.
Okay.
Yeah, that's beautiful. Bring that out.
This is Matthew chapter 5, verse 10. Blessed are they which are persecuted for righteousness' sake, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. Blessed are ye when men shall revile you and persecute you, and shall say all manner of evil against you falsely for my sake.
And that's what mainly this lesson is about. That's why it says, blessed when men shall hate you and revile you and say all manner of things for my sake, man. Because it's not you that hate it, it's the Lord that they hate. That's why the scriptures say this is the condemnation that light is coming to the world, but men hate the light. Men love darkness rather than the light. They love the deeds of this world, man. They don't want to come and get rebuked and acknowledge their offense, man. They don't want to hold themselves accountable. This society lacks accountability, man. So, hey, at the end of the day, we're gonna have to hold ourselves accountable for pushing this word, man. Because wow, we're gonna be justified at the end of the day. That's why we have to stand 10 toes down, man, and not fold. Because they're gonna come hard, man. He's gonna come with all he got, man. You best believe it. He's gonna come with all he got. But the Most High is gonna live with the standard, man. Isaiah 59:19. He's gonna live with the standard. He's gonna justify us in the last days. So we have to show forth our faith in Him.
Okay.
You have anything else, bro?
Give me 1 second. Yeah, I got one. This is First Peter's 5, and I'll start at verse 7. Let's start at verse 6, really. Humble yourselves, therefore, under the mighty hand of Yahweh, that he may exalt you in due time. Cast all your care upon him, for he cared for you. Be sober, be vigilant, because your adversary, the devil, is as a roaring lion, walking about, seeking whom he may devour. Right, man. Cleave unto Yahweh Shem Shah, because our adversaries out here, hey, he gonna be looking to see who willing to fall off, man. You know, he looking to see who we can devour at this time, man. You know.
Yep.
Whomsoever resists, steadfast in the faith, knowing the same afflictions is accomplished in your brethren that are in the world. But yeah, that was the point on that, man. Pretty much, hey, knowing that, hey, cleave unto the Lord, because hey, the devil is coming, man. You know.
God, he's at the door. Hey, that's why we have to understand the times we live in. I'm gonna end it with this. This is Ephesians 6 and 11. Ephesians chapter 6, verse 11. Put on the whole armor of Yahweh, that you may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil. That's how you about to put the whole Holy Spirit on Yahweh Shai, that you may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil. That's what this whole lesson is about. These are the wiles of the devil. Control opposition, trying to control the narrative, trying to demonize and slander the prophets, man, trying to silence us, man. Like it says in Amos 5:10, they hated him that rebuketh at the gate. So you about to see Esau Edom go in his bag, man. It says, verse 12, for we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against rulers of darkness of this world. Why? Because this world is what? In gross darkness. Isaiah 60:2. It said rulers of darkness of this world and against spiritual wickedness in high places, man. And we see that, man, with these elites, man. They got a lot. They have warlocks. They have they wicked priests. They have all these different things, just like in ancient Egypt and ancient Babylon and Chaldeans. All these spirits on the left hand side are back in these last days in our life as well. So us through the spirit, Yahweh Shem Shai, we have to stand 10 toes down with the whole spirit, man. It says, wherefore take unto you the whole armor of Yahweh, that you may be able to withstand the evil day, and having done all to stand, man. So the evil day is with the bad times. And we have to put the whole armor on of Yahweh Shem Shai and say, hey, that's why we have to stay prayed up. That's why the scriptures say, watch therefore also and pray always, man. We have to watch and pray. Because why? We see what this devil's about to do. We see it, man. We see it, but we have to stay locked in and pray to the Lord that he has mercy on us, and he what justifies us in these last days, man. So with that, man, apparatus, our Lord willing, this lesson was edified through the Spirit, and we want to close it out by saying, Call Halayim La, Yahweh, by Hashem Shai, by Hashem Kakwadash. Double honors to our apostle elders, great millstone of well. Peace and salutation, all the Akim pushing this truth with our righteousness and sincerity. Shalom, shalom. Kram Yasharala and a ball.
Ball.
Ball.